watching Let's Chat.
My career spans over 40 or almost 40 years, and I've done a lot of things that they probably never will do. I've been very privileged in my life. I've ridden on an Eskimo dog sled. I've ridden on Air Force One. I've done a lot of things that I never thought I would ever do when I was a kid. And along with those experiences comes things you make up your mind about the way things are and the way things ought to be. Of course, I was raised in godly surroundings.
Well, what about spending time with a music legend as we join this program together? The one and only Charlie Daniels. Charlie, good morning again, sir.
Good morning. 2 days in a row, that's a record, isn't it?
I'm so tickled. I'd have you here 5 days a week if it was up to me. Yesterday, we briefly talked about your dedication and your passion for a lot of things, especially to veterans of the United States military. And a few years ago, you got together and formed the Journey Home Project. Tell us about that.
Yes. Journey Home Project original mission was to try to help our veterans transition back into civilian life. Been a big supporter of veterans all my life. So I was born, and my formative years were during the Second World War, and I learned the importance of our military. I always say only two things protect America: it's the grace of Almighty God and the United States military. Mm-hmm. And I feel a great debt. I feel a debt of gratitude, a debt to our veterans, and they have a lot of specific needs when they come back. And our first thing that we did was try to help our veterans transition back into civilian life, and we've kind of spread out since then. One of our big thrusts right now with Journey Home Project is suicide prevention. We're losing 22 veterans a day to suicide, and that is totally unacceptable. And we're supporting it from a clinical point of view. There's a lot of research going on at Vanderbilt here in Nashville to try to find the root of the problem and deal with it. And then there's some very practical things that are going on with other organizations that are specializing in it that actually do more of a hands-on type of a thing rather than just the clinical, the medical end of the thing. So we're going at it from a couple, three different ways and hoping to come up with an answer, because this is really horrible. It cannot be tolerated. People go and put their lives on the line for America and come back and things are so bad to commit suicide.
You have made the return for a number of veterans easier to transition into day-to-day life back here. When our soldiers were coming home from Vietnam, they were treated crappy. And that's about the most polite way that I can put it. What you have done,
yes.
You're not just putting your name behind this, you're putting your heart and your spirit, your dollars, and some of your connections to work in helping make this transition easier for America's veterans.
Definitely. That's why, the needs are so diverse and so many. We've done things as mundane as buy somebody a bicycle to ride to work. Now, that don't seem like a very big thing, but this person, it wasn't. The success story that goes with that over a period of a couple of years is absolutely amazing. You wouldn't think that would make that much difference in somebody's life. We've helped people, just all different kinds of things. And there's so many good organizations that are involved in basically the same thing that we are. And I would just tell anybody, whether it's a Journey Home Project or Code of Vets or whatever organization that comes to you, if they're reputable and they do a good job, I would advise you to help our veterans.
I could not agree more. Something I just read about this morning, you are getting together with a number of your friends like Alabama, Ray Stevens, Larry Gatlin, Crystal Gale, and the list goes on and on. You guys are putting together a virtual jam session, right?
Well, it's done. It's a song called Geechee Geechee Ya Ya Blues, and I've never done anything that's been spread out all over the country before. That this person does his, she does hers down there, and it's just my son took and put the whole thing together. So we got a video on a song I did with a little group I called the Boll Weevils. It's just a one-off kind of a record that we did, very bluesy sort of record called, and the one song we picked was Geechee Geechee Ya Ya Blues, and he worked on this thing for I don't know how long. And the funny thing about it was, one of the things is the Oak Ridge Boys are on it. They did their parts in 4 separate locations.
Oh, wow.
And at 4 different times, and it had to all be put together. I don't understand all that stuff, but yeah, it was fun.
And your son, Charlie Daniels Jr., played a big part in this,
Yeah.
correct? Wow.
He did it. He did the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, you can find this video out and so much more, including how to help the Journey Home Project. You can get Charlie Daniels music. You can even get a fiddle of Charlie Daniels. All you have to do is go to the website. It's easy, charliedaniels.com, charliedaniels.com. And Charlie, by the way, we mentioned yesterday that it's on the schedule for you to be here Saturday, August the 8th, and I certainly hope that that comes to pass and we get to see Charlie Daniels putting on a show like only you can.
I was standing on the sinking sand.